Hey, everybody. Welcome to Just a Point of View, a podcast here with me, Denise Reed. I am going to explore in the time of a coffee break what it is to experience happiness and how you might cultivate it, develop it, expose it to the light and have it grow in your life. And hopefully the world will be a better place for it. I have taken on the task of sharing the 52 lists for happiness. This has been one of the most wonderful adventures and timely content for myself as I have needed to create a little more happiness in my life just because of all the crazy that sometimes life brings you. And I hope that you'll come along for the adventure and grab a piece of paper and a pen, because hopefully as a result of this, you might cultivate a little bit of happiness in your life. The 52 List for Happiness was developed and published by Moorea Seal, and it's a wonderful 52 lists about happiness. Who couldn't use a little of that? I certainly can, for sure. Just saying. And we have made it to list 25. I can't believe we have actually come this far. So here is how Moorea Seal has framed up list 25. She says or asks, list the ways that you enjoy investing in your mind, body, and soul. I'll just think about that for 1 second, because how many of us really think about investing in our mind, body, and soul for it to celebrate all things happiness in your life? I have gone through the process of selecting a one-word focus for the year, and that word has been vivacious. And it means to bubble, to share joy, to create moments of unexpected glee, to not be in the doldrums. Let's just say that. So happiness is definitely a part of that experience. And I took a few minutes to reflect on this. I hadn't, some of my 52 lists were easy to fill out, and others I haven't gotten around to because there's 52 of them, just saying. And I took a little adult time out, and I hope that you will too, as a result of popping on here for Just a Point of View, and think about how you might invest in your mind, body, and soul, and as a result of the activity, create some more happiness in your life. And bottom line, I love learning in all of its forms, and the more you can experience an activity or an art or a craft, or for you sports fans out there, be a part of a team or just practice doing a movement better than you have before. Some of my friends are dancers. Some people have been in theater. There's all kinds of ways that you might consider what makes you happy and go where other people are experiencing that, so you can have a shared community of happiness. And learning is a passion of mine. I read like a crazy person. I have an Audible subscription, so I listen to books. I have a 2-hour commute every day. And as a result of that commute, I take a time out to actually listen to a book on Audible so I might learn something. And you might consider doing that too if you have um, a drive for a little bit of distance. Just saying, instead of mindlessly listening to music or humming your favorite tune on the radio, consider getting an Audible subscription to listen to a book that maybe will bring you some happiness or that could help develop a skill because you've thought about your craft in a different way. Those could be some really great ideas to make your life a better experience and to share your knowledge with others because you've learned something interesting today. And I recently have gotten back from Ecuador, and during that trip, I experienced a Qigong practice for almost a week. And I have done researched Tai Chi, and I didn't know the difference between Qigong and Tai Chi. And one of the people that were on the retreat with me said, well, Tai Chi is a practice preparing you for war and battle, where Qigong is about relaxation and being aware of the moment, where you are taking a time out to experience the world and as full of an experience as you can have, for breathing, for awareness of where your body is in motion and in stillness. And it's very slow, mindful movements. So you're not going to be a jumping jack running around like a crazy person. Woo woo. It's more of paying attention to your breath and the extension of your body as it flows through each one of the movements that you do in your Qigong practice. And I can say that it's been interesting to slow myself down from the rat race and be aware of the space that I'm taking up and what that means. You notice the little creaks in your body as you age, just saying. And it's also bringing oxygen into your body. And I could tell just from the inhalation movement and exhalation movement and just being a part of the practice that I could actually be aware of where all that was going and how all my body parts related to one another. And it was very interesting. So I would like to challenge you to maybe check out another video and another platform, maybe YouTube, perhaps, since you can search really easily in there, and see if you can find some other people practicing Qigong and do some mindful breathing and some stretching. I'm glad that I was introduced to the practice. I have done yoga in the past, not any crazy yoga. I'm not a pretzel, just saying I'm a person. And it's interesting to see these Eastern exercises and how mindful they are. So that covers two bases, mind and body. And I will say that it slowed down my observation experience. And I could say that as a result of it, my soul was lifted up and I felt a little more relaxed as a result of that. And it was an all around good thing. I also have recognized that um, intentions seem to be a really hot topic. And I don't know if it's because I'm researching them and thinking about the secret of not just goal setting, but how you could make your life better and the focus of that. I've always been aware of Stephen Covey's practice of time blocking and focusing on the important things versus the urgent things, and giving yourself space for both of them in your life. And sometimes life just gets so crazy that you just feel like you're running around like a crazy person. Just saying. And it takes some real focus to take a time out and look at really what you're doing, and how it affects your daily existence in the world. So take a time out to look at your mind, body, and soul investments and ask the question, are those things that you're doing moving the needle to propel you forward in your life? Because if you're not moving forward, you could be going backwards and revisiting your previous existence. And sometimes that's just not a good thing. I can just say that I have realized that although I am in a time of, I guess, sheltering in place mentally, that it doesn't mean that I'm stagnant while I'm doing that. And I am focused on some self-care, and sometimes that could involve some adult time out where you can give yourself some time to breathe and to really think about where you are in the trajectory of your life and where you want to be. And I want to encourage you to do that, to take a mind, body, and soul time out to look at how you're investing in yourself, you're learning your group of friends and associates and the work that you're doing, and really evaluate where it falls on the scale of happiness for you, where you're jubilant at a 10 and almost crying, you're so happy, or one you're in absolute tears and misery every day. And some days are better than others, and it might be good to track that in a journal so you can be more aware of things that make you happy. And that was one of the reasons why I love this journal that Moorea Seal has developed. And each one of the groups of lists that she's encouraged us through this journal to create. So let's go back and hit this list 25, the ways that you enjoy investing in your mind, body, and soul. And here's a take action point. Thank you, Moorea Seal, because sometimes we need to take action to move us forward. So here goes. Moorea Seal says, this week, practice one of your favorite ways of investing in yourself for at least 15 minutes every day. Gotta carve that out or you'll lose your mind for sure. If you're able to get outside while practicing your self-investment on a few of those days, even better. Breathe in fresh air and soak up the vitamin D from the sun, and hopefully you will feel renewed. And I will share with you that grounding yourself literally on the ground, bare feet, in the dirt or the grass, is It doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it could shift you mentally if you decide to take on this challenge of getting in your bare feet, even though it's a little bit chilly outside because it's fall at the recording time of list 25, and put your feet on the ground and do some deep breathing with no real agenda. And as you're doing it, be grateful for all what I'll say the small things that could be really big in your life. I thought it was really interesting because I just did that one day this week and I thought, there are so many things that I can be thankful for. And last night before I went to bed, as I was laying in my bed, I said, you know what? I'm thankful for my fluffy bed. I'm thankful for my pillow. I'm thankful for my sheets. I'm thankful for the quiet in the house. I'm thankful for the dark so I don't have glaring lights in my eyes. And my list of gratitude just got longer and longer. And I recognized that not everybody on the planet has all those wonderful things when they lay their heads down at night. So I hope that if you are not ordering the 52 Lists of Happiness by Moorea Seal, that you're taking a piece of paper and taking an adult time out to explore your mind, body, and soul investments in your life and how those investments could bring greater happiness to you. So happiness and hugs, and I hope that you have a great day. And until next week on Thursday, I hope that you have an awesome weekend. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Just a point of view.